Okay, so what's up guys, and we need to talk about something huge for Infinite Warfare Zombies, because we actually have the first ever, official teaser image for Infinite Warfare Zombies revealing a possible setting for the map, or probably a definite setting for the map, or for the next couple of maps, I guess, coming to the Infinite Warfare DLC cycle, and the whole sort of basis of the storyline basically going through with Infinite Warfare Zombies and how it's going to look, and it's actually sort of almost drastically different to what we saw back in May with the original Infinite Warfare teaser image with the movie theater thing. We're going to compare both of those. We're going to talk about why they're similar, why they're different, and what approach they're actually taking for this new game and this new game mode, Infinite Warfare Zombies. It's going to be a huge video here today, so if we can hit 250 likes, that'd be greatly appreciated, guys. Definitely a really important video for Infinite Warfare Zombies, and we finally have another official teaser for this game, the official logo, all that insane stuff, so it's a pretty important video. So if we can hit that like goal of 250 likes, that'd be greatly appreciated, and it'll show me that you guys want to see maybe some more Infinite Warfare Zombie videos. So let's get started here. I'm going to show you guys on screen the new teaser image for Infinite Warfare Zombies, and we're going to go back and forth. We're going to look at the old one in a second, but let's just look at this for now. Let's just look at this face value. What do we see right off the bat? Now, I've been watching a couple different videos. I saw a couple minutes ago Mr. Ralph Waffles videos. He basically said, and I saw some comments too, actually. It's like this bowling alley rug thing. It looks like this artwork that you would see almost, it reminds me of that Toy Story arcade thing. I don't know if you guys remember that, the Toy Story arcade. It reminds me of something like that, just weird, just really cartoony, really arcade-ish a feel. It's such a weird feel to it, you know? And it sort of has me wondering, what are they doing with this Zombies game mode? What approach are they taking? Are they taking the realistic approach, or are they taking the complete opposite, a cartoony approach? Because you see about the logo there, the logo, even the Zombies logo, that looks pretty cartoony as well, honestly. The zombies with the blood dripping down and that sort of style, it does look pretty damn cartoony, not gonna lie. And you have the spaceships around it in these circles, and you have this sort of almost pixely thing with different little planets around it and different little smoke clouds with this pinkish blue vibe to it, and yellow. It honestly brings back this old style arcadey Space Invaders sort of feel that you would see back in the, I guess, 80s or 70s or something like that. And now if you look back at the old image here, I'm gonna put the old image up. It's a lot clearer of an image, but you also have, I guess, the same sort of cartoony style. You don't have any space really. You have this basketball sort of, headband zombie type thing, and you have Activision, 1985 Activision. So again, what I'm getting at with all these images and the stuff we have so far is that it's going to be, let me get this out of the way, just because the new image now has this space theme doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be futuristic. Just like Infinite Warfare in general, the fact that it's in space, it's not what we want, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the game is going to be futuristic. Space, we've been to space back in the 60s and 70s, 80s, we've done that in the world's history. We've been to space back then. So just because we're in space doesn't mean it's in the future. So especially for zombies, and you see these two images here, you have the Activision 1985 with the movie reel, and then you have this one with this really old space arcadey feel. I honestly think it's gonna be some sort of you have one map sort of similar to Kino with the movie theater map, and there are multiple smaller maps, sort of arcade-based maps, and they have the same sort of round-based game modes maybe, and you actually have just a ton of hectic stuff going on. And then you have another map where you're actually in a space station, and you have all this insane stuff, and it's back in an older time period, so all really an arcade-based feel, instead of maybe what we were saying with the Infinite Warfare leak, where it was almost like DayZ. Honestly, this seems like the exact opposite of a DayZ, realistic zombies sort of survival feel that we talked about within that leak a few days ago. And it's just sort of interesting to really look at this and be okay, you know what? Is this possible? And I feel like Infinite Warfare, the thing, and we're always talking about being similar to Treyarch Zombies, but also being unique at the same time. I want them, and I think a lot of people want this too, I want them to be from the grassroots of Treyarch, the sort of round-based style. I want them to be based off of that, but at the same rate, they need to be drastically unique to actually get people to really be you know what, Infinite Warfare, they actually worked on a good, unique Zombies mode without just ripping off Treyarch Zombies I guess Exo Zombies did. I mean, Exo Zombies, it was a complete rip-off of Treyarch Zombies. It wasn't that bad for me. I played it. I didn't really play it a lot, honestly, so maybe I didn't really get to experience how bad it was. I only played it a few times, and those few times are decent, but it was just Treyarch Zombies with exosuits. It didn't make sense. But this, as of now, the setting looks pretty interesting. Again, it's in space, but it looks like it's this older feeling arcadey based space setting, and then the other image was the movie theater setting, so it's already a unique base setting there. And again, we can also talk about this game mode, and they talked about this time and time again, Infinite Warfare Zombies, they have said to be completely different from anything that you will see within multiplayer and campaign. So even though you're going to see a ton of insane stuff in campaign, all this futuristic stuff, the boost jumping, I still think the Infinite Warfare Zombies will not have any movement system. You can still have space maps, you can still have space locations, a zombies map in a space station, but I do not think there are going to be any sort of huge movement systems that we're just going to like not like at all. I think it's going to be similar to Shrek Zombies with just the boots on the ground, that's it, you know, just regular old zombies. So I do think that's very possible, and again, the reason why I think that is also because it's different from campaign multiplayer, so they can do their own, they can do whatever they want with zombies. They have said it's different from campaign multiplayer. Also, just because, again, we're in space doesn't mean we're in the future, doesn't mean we have futuristic movement. Obviously, with Black Ops 1, we had Moon, and you had sort of anti-gravity a bit there, but for the most part, it wasn't any exosuits. Like Black Ops 1 Moon was just a regular sort of zombies map, for the most part at least. I think, again, 1985, there were no exo movements back in the 80s. I think we all know that, at least. We don't know that for sure. I don't think a lot of us were alive back then, but I mean, I'm pretty sure there weren't, so that's that. And yeah, it just doesn't make sense. You obviously saw the 1985 thing on the sort of movie reel, even the movie reel thing, like that's not even like a futuristic thing. That's stuff you would see in the olden days, in the classical days, man. And I think honestly, the zombies, it's gonna be a pretty interesting experience. It's gonna be a pretty interesting game. I just don't know what they're gonna do with the whole sort of like, oh yeah, we're in space, but we're not actually futuristic. I think they can pull it off, and that's what I've been saying this whole video, but at the same rate, I just don't know how they're going to do. And again, I want to see your comments below. What do you guys think about this setting? What do you guys think about this here? I originally said it's going to be completely different. I guess they are incorporating some space, which makes sense. I mean, a lot of what they're doing is based off of space, so I understand why they're doing some sort of space here, but it's an interesting concept. You know, they're not really taking like the full-on futuristic space vibe like you would expect them to do. It's more of a really just like old style space arcadey theme. And one last thing here, again, is the arcade theme too close to Treyarch Zombies? Because if you think about it, it's like, okay, Treyarch Zombies, you have, it's basically an arcade style. Call of Duty is basically an arcade style game, and the Call of Duty Zombies game mode, if you compare Call of Duty Zombies to really like any other game like DayZ or H1Z1, Call of Duty Zombies is an arcade style zombies game mode. You have generally small maps, you have guns, wonder weapons, kill fast, rounds, all that insane stuff. That's an arcade style thing. Where DayZ and all these other zombie survival games, Rust, whatever the hell you want to play on PC, it's a huge map. Huge, you have to build, you have to survive. The zombies are scattered throughout this immense thing. It's just a huge thing that you roll around on these PC games for zombie survival, and it's just nothing close to arcade. It's really capturing like a survival realistic type thing, and I thought they would try that, but like not obviously on that scale, sort of like what they would do. So you have to like find and scavenger your stuff, and zombies would come on a round basis, but it would still be just like more futuristic. But no, that looks like they're doing the same sort of arcade thing. So here's the final consensus here, at least what I have. So they're sticking with the arcade style zombies game mode. At least that's what it seems like here. Again, you never know, but I think from what we've been seeing, it's going to be the normal zombies arcade style. I'm expecting rounds. I'm expecting just, you know, the same sort of similar sized maps and whatnot. Again, the setting, space to not space. Some maps probably will be in a space station, maybe on a moon, on the planet, or whatever. Maybe some in like, you know, just the US, or just on Earth, or just wherever this space station is. Dallas, Texas, or like, or Houston, or whatever you want to do. If they want to have some relations back to like, you know, I guess the first shuttle or whatever in the US, and just whatever they want to do, they can do that on the Earth. And it doesn't mean that it's going to be futuristic. That's the only thing really up in the air with me, is the futuristic side of things. Again, like I said, we could be in space, but it doesn't need to be futuristic. So it could be just space zombies, but you're not actually jumping with exosuits and huge movement system things. You're still on the ground, but you're just in a different location, maybe for every single zombies map. So again, let me know what you guys want in the comment section below. Again, I want to read your comments. I probably will make another video actually going through the different ideas that you guys have for Infinite Warfare Zombies, and really what you think is a huge possibility to see for this new Zombies game mode. And again, the image it's a pretty cool image. It's a pretty cool image. It's not gonna lie, it's interesting to really think about and say like, okay, they're taking it looks unique. It definitely looks unique. As just the gameplay itself, we don't know. We don't know what they're gonna do. I don't want it to be too unique. Like, I don't want it to be like Extinction, where it's just like, it just doesn't make sense, man. You need round-based zombies. Extinction, the only thing that was wrong with Extinction, really, was that it ended so quickly. You didn't have that like fun factor of like, oh, how far can we get to? Like, and the game ended within a couple hours. Like, regardless, it didn't matter. Like, if you did the Easter egg, you just completed it, and if you just played, like, there's just nothing to do. Not even the Easter egg really. It's like the map was just based on an Easter egg. You go through, and then that's it. You can't really play forever. So it just doesn't make sense. I'm not so sure what the whole deal is with that, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. Hope you guys did enjoy. And get ready for Infinite Warfare Zombies. It's going to be interesting. Infinite Warfare Zombies is going to be interesting, to say the least. We're going to see gameplay in about a month and a week. When's September? A month and a week, right? Maybe a month and a week and a half. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.